Welcome back to Rhythm and Roads. I'm your host, Joshua Jacob. We have a very special guest with us. We have award-winning artist BC Nowlin, in which we're having the art festival this weekend in Rio Doce, New Mexico. So BC will be there presenting his work. So welcome, BC, to Rhythm and Roads.
Hey, glad to be here.
Yes,
Glad to be here.
sir. And like I said, love the cowboy hat, Yellowstone
Hey,
film, love it.
Yellowstone. Yeah, really. Here we are. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, sir, I just want to say thank you for your time. I know you're very busy preparing for this weekend. But yeah, we are here wanting to get to know your story. Of course, the viewers that are a fan of your work, but they want to know what is BC Nolan about? What's his story of how he got started?
God, what am I about? Well, uh I am I'm not from Yellowstone. I'm actually from the North Rio Grande Valley.
Okay.
With a few interruptions, 75 years of living right here on the Rio
Wow.
Grande, uh, North Albuquerque, south of Santa Fe.
Okay.
This is my country. I love it. My family have been here about 95 years. Walking distance from Sandia Pueblo. I grew up we always say tricultural. It's kind of a cliche, but it is a tricultural area.
Yeah.
And uh, I became what I call a transcultural man. That's my new word. I've lived it's an unusual, unique, fabulous place to be.
Yes.
And my work, I like to believe, is about as honest as I can pull it up from myself. I was a stubborn kid. I was a terrible student. I got kicked out of art class in high school for being a smart aleck. I never took another lesson in my life. No mentors, no teachers, no
Wow.
workshops, just me and paints, which I
Are
have
you
been.
serious?
I've been painting since I was about 12 years old in oil.
Oh my God.
I got on a bicycle and I thought I'm going to ride down into Albuquerque because there was supposed to be an art store down there.
Okay.
I got the little tiny starter set of oils, and the little tubes are like the size of your finger. There's like six colors. I'm like, wow, I'm going to create. And I started from then on. I've never done the bowl of fruit. I just wasn't that kind of kid. I just painted whatever I was dreaming up. And to this day, all these years later, I don't use photographs. I don't use sketches. I conjure up stuff from within myself. I don't draw on
Oh,
the canvas first. I just like, let's see something happen. There it is.
wow.
It's yeah, that's the I want art to be a gift. I
Yeah.
want art to be I want artists to have a big piece of the there are a lot better painters that do pictures of places or scenes. I don't do pictures. I do paintings, and they came from within myself. That's my personal
Mm,
sharing aspect of what I'm doing.
right. Wow, I want to really touch base on that. Just you're saying you had no training, you didn't go to school for it,
Now,
and you got kicked out when you were young from art class.
yeah,
And
yeah.
here you are, award-winning artist. Like what? Like that's
Well, I wanted
amazing.
to put a spin on things, and it's never really changed much.
Wow.
As a kid, and I'm an art class in high school, and they do let's do a bowl of fruit. Well, I'll do the bowl of fruit, but I'm going to paint little red angels, up over the top of it.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's do the tree outside the window. I'll do the tree, but I will paint the lightning striking that tree.
There you go.
Uh,
Make it
uh,
more fun.
Maybe I'm just immature and I'm entertaining myself. You see, I'm that kid. I'm drawing the notebook. I'm drawing a little castle, and I wish the teacher would shut up so I could like finish my castle.
That's
I'm
fun.
kind of hopeless. This is the only thing I can do with any
Yeah.
ability, but I love doing this.
That's amazing. Well, I want to say I saw one of your artworks at Teri's gallery today as we were doing the interview. She had it in the background and it just stood out. And I was like, that's a beautiful painting. And it
Uh,
was the one that was with the tree. And then I think the Native Americans were around it and it had like a bluish glow.
yeah.
Yeah, that man. I was just like, what? Like, is that yours, Terry? She's like, no, that's BC's. I was like, oh,
There, there's a they're not going to grab everybody. Really good art shouldn't grab everybody, but there's like a big communal memory. I've come over the years to kind of try to understand what I'm doing, and I read what people write about me and try to see what I'm doing. And uh, when someone recognizes something in my work, they're seeing something inside themselves. It's more than this isn't just a picture of the Southwest or something. That's been done. It's been done by better artists than me. It's certainly better painters. But I'm talking about life itself. I feel like if you respond to that painting, you almost have a memory way down inside of something like our communal past, something, our tribal past, way back. We're all tribal people.
Mm-hmm.
You go far enough back, that's where we all came from. That's kind of what I'm painting, if that makes any sense. I don't know.
No, it does. Yes. Do
Yeah.
you have that painting with you right now?
No, I don't. I wish I
Oh,
did. I'm
okay.
a few miles from my studio.
Oh, you are. Okay, no problem.
Yeah. I'm gonna have a. I'm gonna enlarge the group of paintings for show here this weekend at Mountain Arts Gallery. Yeah, I'll bring in a few more up.
Yes, please do, because that did stand out to me. I loved it. And when I first saw it, when she opened up her camera and I saw that background, I was like, Terry, I was like, that's a beautiful painting with that tree and the glow of the blue and then the native.
Yeah,
And I thought it was hers, right? And she's like, oh no, that's BC. So I was like, oh,
well,
I'm interviewing him right now. Like,
that's great. I appreciate you mentioning it. I thought it was hers because honestly, Terry's the least known really good artist that I know of because she's a good painter.
oh
She,
yeah,
she's
yeah,
she's terrific.
yeah.
Uh, but yeah, I'm gonna bring what I've been up to this summer.
Okay,
Here's what I did with my summer vacation. I painted these paintings,
yeah.
and some of them I think they have gold leaf in them. I'm messing with different mediums. It's
Oh,
real gold. You just drop it into the paint and it just kind of flashes back at you.
yeah.
Uh, there's a piece that somewhat looks like Sierra Blanca. I don't paint specific anything and I'm making it all up, but I was done and I thought that looks like Sierra Blanca. You
Yeah.
know, the journey, tribal people traveling toward this fabulous mountain.
Yes.
It it inspires me. I'm an optimist at heart. I think, that's what kept me going all those years when nobody knew who I was. You got to be an optimist. You got to believe that it's going to get better,
Yeah.
and it's always kind of bright in the distance of my paintings. Like, man, I want to go up there. I want to head for where it's bright.
Right, right.
So yeah, we move toward the light.
Yes.
That's the idea, huh?
Of course, yes. I actually that Sierra Blanca mountain, I love it. I love every time I go to Rio Doso because I'm from El Paso and I see it, it's just beautiful. I mean, just
Oh,
the mystery behind it, the magic of what probably entails. It's amazing.
it's a sky island. That whole area. When they show a national weather map, my eye zooms in on the Cloudcroft area. You can see it from outer space. If you know where to look. You can see a little white dot for white sands. I love this
Really?
country. Uh, I've been to the top of that peak many a time on a motorcycle because I'm kind of a motorcycle guy, and I'm down to 5 motorcycles.
Yeah.
No, used to have about 15, but
Wow. You used to have 15 motorcycles?
I'm becoming very conservative. You can tell, right?
That's a lot. That's awesome, man.
Yeah, yeah. That's what I love motorcycles. I have a house full of kids. It's a long story, but I do at my age. I still have a house full of kids,
Wow.
and a wonderful, tolerant wife helps me with computers because I don't. I think I mentioned there's like 3 people left in the world that don't use computers, and I'm one of them. The other guys are they have long beards and they live in a cave somewhere. See, but then I'm
That's
I'm
funny.
I'm functional. I mean, but I don't use a computer. I'm
Right, right.
tuning toward the interior life. I'm tuning
Yeah,
toward that interior. I don't want my opinion to be homogenized by the internet or something past a point. I want to just put out this stuff right or wrong. Here's the way, here's what I want to say. Here's how I want things to look. And I'm
right, right,
still pursuing that. It's learning. It's not like I know what I'm going to do next. I really don't.
right.
It's all interesting. I mean, you're doing an interesting thing. You're pursuing something. It's up ahead of you.
Oh, of course, yeah. Yeah,
You are you getting better at this or what?
well, I would hope so. I mean, I started
That's
almost
what
two
I'm
years
saying.
ago, and yeah, I've seen improvement. So yeah,
What I mean, let's get better at this, man.
that's right, man. It's like, why
That's what I'm
stop?
having. I mean, I'm very hard on myself. Years ago, I used to be very vocal in my criticism of what I was looking at. People say, "God, you're so hard on other artists." Well, I'm just as hard on myself. I don't like much work of my own either, but I'm trying.
Yeah, You're trying.
And you have those moments where it just pulls you forward a little bit. Like, man, we're on new ground here.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
I get excited. I'll drag people over to my studio just to look at something because guess what happened last week? And you got to see this. So that's what
Yeah.
I do.
Wow. Amazing. Well, I want to ask you, your love for the Native Americans, like what started that? What sparked that in?
That's a good question. I very fortunate, kind of an unusual childhood. My grandfather's property is the southern border of the Sandia Indian Reservation.
Oh, okay.
So I was like in junior high, I was the only white kid on the track team. I grew up with the native kids. There was a period when I was in my early teens where I spent time up on the res with some good friends up there, and we hunted the ceremonial way. We walked the Rio Grande. We gave each other symbols. I'm still this year is like I sign all my paintings with this.
Oh,
It's
wow. That's
lightning bolt.
beautiful. Yeah.
It looks like lightning. It's a bird crossing the moon because
That's cool. Yeah.
later on, I tell my native friends in San Diego Pueblo, like, I'm going to go by midnight because the full moon. I'm going to ride my motorcycle past with my headlights off. You watch this. And they'd come out, and I'm living at 2 or 3 miles away at the time. And I'd come out the reservation highway and I go by with no lights on at midnight. Hey, look at this. So, but I grew up on and off. I sort of drifted away and lost touch with Native America in my 20s, and I began to just come back toward it in my 30s and became
Yeah.
involved with particularly the Sioux tribe, the Lakota natives of South Dakota,
Wow.
which I'm still really involved with in
Oh,
almost
that's good.
in a family way.
Yeah.
Uh, it's just infused my life with a good perspective, a huge amount of respect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Well, thank you for sharing that. How long have you been an artist?
Um, I, well, I just was always drawing, and I was a
Oh,
kid
okay.
that stood around in the class. I was always at this. It's fascinating to me. Uh, I, I went professional. It sounds more impressive than it was. I went professional. I was about 26 years old. I just,
Wow.
I stopped driving my crummy blue collar jobs I took after I came out of the Marine Corps. And I just said, I'm just going to paint. I'm making no money at driving trucks and buses. I'll make no money at painting, which is what. So I was supporting myself, but that doesn't mean it means you're ridiculously poor, but you are a professional artist. And I did that for many years, and my work really took hold in the mid '80s. And
Wow.
I sort of became part of this group and I could name Kevin Red Star, Earl Biss, Fred Schroeder, R.C. Gorman. I became a part of this group, and there was a couple of white guys, myself, Paul Pletka.
Hmm.
We pulled Southwest art up out of the really crusty, musty, old historic stuff, which I respect, but we pulled it up into a brand new look so we could stand on the world stage, right here
Wow.
from New Mexico and right in this area,
Yeah.
stand on the world stage and say, this is the American West now. This is our history. This is like the complexity of it. And
Wow.
there was, I don't know, 7 or 8 of us that I was painting this little figure that was riding a bicycle out
Yeah.
of these area. Looks like it's Martian. It was some kind of Martian desert. But this little cloaked figure became sort of emblematic of my work. And before I know it, I'm showing in New York. I'm in shows with Gorman in Paris. It was fabulous.
Wow. That's
And
amazing.
I really went from, well, welfare level starving artist to doing pretty good in about 6 months at one point. And you know,
Dang.
I am. It's been pretty good ever since.
That's awesome. Well, yeah,
Yeah.
congrats on that, man. You see, you never stopped. You kept going.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's fascinating to me. I don't understand the idea of retirement personally. I got stuff to do, so here I
Right.
am.
That's
I'm
right. You
at,
got stuff to do. You're still alive and you have things to do. There you go.
I always got paint stains on some part of me, or my clothes are ruined. This just
That's
always.
who, yeah, that's right. That's who you are. So there's always
I,
going to be a bit of
I
pain around you.
I paint a lot. I paint often, a great deal of my time. Uh, I used to get. I'm always bringing wet paintings. All my galleries that I show in know I bring wet paintings to shows.
Oh,
Like, don't
cool.
touch it
Okay.
yet. Let me hang it for you because it'll get all over you. And
Yeah.
I've ruined so many people's clothes. I mean, just
Oh man.
Just, I mean, I really have. I
Yeah.
was in Santa Fe one year. I had ruined so many of the staff at the gallery up in Santa Fe. I'd ruined so many of their clothes that I gave them big certificates at Christmas. I'm sorry, all right. Buy a new dress, you know?
That's funny, man. Well, I want to talk about this weekend. So I'm really excited to, well, first I want to say thank you for sharing your journey as an incredible
Pleasure.
artist. Yeah. I mean, what a story. And here you didn't even have to, you didn't even go to school for it. You're
Ah,
self-taught. Like, that's
jump in.
amazing. Like, wow. That's so cool. Now, this weekend, yes, with the art festival, July 25th through the 27th, will you be there all 3 days, or are you planning on just Saturday at the
I'm
gallery?
certainly going to be there. I guess I'll be there Saturday and Sunday.
Oh, cool. Nice.
Maybe it'll be the
Okay.
Friday night. I'm certainly there for the show and probably the day afterwards.
Yeah.
It's I get to talk to people. I mean, people think you spend all your time in the galleries of these great shows. Most of the time, any artist that's worth their stuff, they're alone in their studio listening to crickets. Okay, it's real quiet. So I enjoy getting out and meeting everybody. You know,
Yeah, yeah.
let's do it.
Let's
Sure.
do it. Yeah, of course. And then they're also going to be having wine at the event, so that's going to be
Yep.
nice. I'm huge. I love wine, so that's always a
But oh
plus.
yeah,
Yeah. But Saturday, yes, at the gallery reception starts at 5 to 8. So Teri Sodd will be there. Of course, yourself. And then we have James Tsoodle. So that's going to be exciting.
okay.
They have all the great legends of art there.
Oh, that sounds good to me.
Yeah.
No,
Especially when
I'll,
there's wine involved. That sounds really good to me.
yeah, right. Yeah, I always wave a glass of white wine when I first started, and I was terrified to do shows like 20, 30 years ago. I would be up in Aspen and I'd have a glass of white wine and a fistful of Tylenol, and I go, ah, that was I'm in a good mood. I want to talk, and I won't get sick, even though I'm not sick now. I'll take all the Tylenol anyway. Yeah, but
Wow, man.
now I just have the glass of white wine and I'm on, man.
Now you're on. That's right.
Let's
Well,
meet.
I want to ask you, what's the name of your paintings that you'll be bringing over this weekend of your art? The name of them.
The names.
Yeah, like this.
You
Do you have
don't
specific
believe
names
this.
for your art?
I don't remember their names. I can describe the three pieces. One is a tall, beautiful grove with some figures, kind of like what you saw,
Oh,
but
okay.
with a different twist. It has a definite, like a violet sort of cast to it.
Oh, nice.
One of them is this beautiful thing that ended up looking a lot like Sierra Blanca Peak. And I thought,
Wow.
hey, there's when I'm done, that's Sierra
Yeah,
Blanca. I really like that.
that's amazing, man.
Yeah.
I
And
look forward to seeing that one. Yeah.
one is a forest using gold leaf, an autumnal forest with figures moving through it toward the light. I love this very
Wow.
vertical look. And yeah, that's doing verbal, but that's what I'm bringing.
That's
That's
awesome. Man, I'm looking forward to seeing those
well,
three. That's
all
gonna be
right.
fun. And so, remind me again. So, the artist that you are, use what pencils do you use or what paints? That way,
Uh,
because I know there's certain styles.
I use oil exclusively. I've done everything. I've done acrylics because people said they're safer and they are, but I didn't like it. They're not as sexy as oil.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Oil is a sexy medium. Acrylics are like roller skates on the sidewalk. Acrylics are like ice skating in an Olympic rink.
Dang.
I mean, the oils are the zoom. I use
Wow.
oil. Some artists say, "How do you get the colors so bright?" Well, don't thin your paints. I don't use thinners. I don't use
Yeah.
medium. I use pure pigment. From the tubes. Boom, you put it on, and it stays there forever. It just looks great. I mean, so they have a rich, lush kind of surface. If you want a
Yeah.
lump of paint, you just put it down. That lump will be there for a few hundred years.
Wow.
And that's the way I look at it. You're giving this little piece of beauty,
Right.
hopefully, to the whole world. And there it is, no matter where it
Right.
goes. It feels good.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
It's like a path. It's a good
Yeah.
path.
A very good path. Yes, I agree. So, real quick before we end this episode, when you're in the moment of starting a new painting, like how do you go about it? Is it very different every time you start, or do you like put some music on? Do you have a glass of wine or a beer and you just put yourself in the mode and you just start? Or I mean, what's the start of BC?
Well, you would have a glass of wine before you started, but no, no. Yeah, I'm real nervous when I start a piece. I mean, I trip in the studio. I paint standing up, and I trip backing up when I spill stuff because my nerves are on edge.
Oh,
Uh,
okay.
I mean, I'm much more chill finishing paintings. That well, there it is. This is fun, boy. I'm
Yeah,
just connecting
yeah,
the dots. But starting I rub a great deal of paint on it once. Looks like an abstract. I'm going to film this thing at stop action someday because it people wouldn't believe I can get an image. You can tell what it is from this abstract. But
dang,
I got to cover all the corners, and when get rid of that white canvas, I relax a little bit.
yeah,
I have a general idea. I want to see these figures moving toward this bright shape that looks like hills, or maybe but that's about it. There's no
yeah,
sketch. Like I say,
yeah.
I'm not working from something. I don't transcribe images. I pull them up. And as the
Wow.
paint shifts and turns, I start seeing things. Hey, that looks like a hill. Hey,
Yeah.
it'd be cool if I traveled around that way. And so I'm just a little kid just playing
Hey,
games,
that's all good,
right?
man. Wow. That's
Yeah.
amazing. So yeah, you just really pretty much let your soul just bring it out of just the images, the creativity, and just you just let it move, let it create.
I hope to.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
that's
awesome.
the goal. It really is. Yeah.
That's awesome. Well, BC, I want to ask for those to purchase your artwork on your website. What is your website?
My website is because I'm not the computer guy. There are sites about me everywhere. I mean, there's a lot of stuff on the internet.
Okay, so they can look you up, BC Nowlin
They
on
can look
Google.
me up. Yeah, I have a website. We're moving it over to a new designation, but I have a website.
Okay.
Uh, uh, if you hit BC Nowlin, you'll pull up this group, this guy who produces giclée prints of mine, which
Okay.
these gorgeous prints, which I paint on every single one, and they're not originals, but they are uniques,
Yeah.
and they're great looking. Terry has those on the wall also.
Oh, cool. Nice.
Yeah, you if you hit the internet, there's a lot of stuff out there.
All right. And
Okay,
also, you could purchase your artwork at the Mountain Arts Gallery and Framing in
absolutely.
Ruidoso. Your work's there as
Yeah,
well for available.
don't
Yeah,
put
well,
it
that's
out. You can see
yeah,
pictures. Yeah.
exciting. Well, we're looking forward to meeting you this Saturday. It's gonna
Hey,
be fun, and I look forward to getting to know you more in person and getting to see your artwork in the gallery. That way, you could point it out to me, like, "Oh, that's mine. That one's mine."
it'll do. It'll
Yeah.
jump out. Hopefully.
That's right. Yeah. Well, BC, I appreciate you coming on Rhythm and Roads. Thank you so much for sharing your story. And it brings back to memories of Walt Disney, his story where
I'm flattered.
his art instructor told Disney in high school that he wasn't going to amount to being an art and
No
like
kidding.
being an artist, you know what I mean?
Wow.
I don't know if you know that story, but in high
No,
school,
that's fabulous. He's
yeah.
one of my idols. That's fabulous stuff. Coming out of nowhere, Walt Disney.
Yeah, Walt Disney, his art instructor in high school told Walt Disney that he didn't have it in him to be an artist. And I mean, that's amazing, right? His high school art instructor told him, like, no, I don't think this is for you. And here, look, he's
Yeah.
the OG on.
There you
It's
are,
like, what
right?
an empire he made after that, huh?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, he proved him wrong.
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
beautiful. That's the essence of creativity. It startles everybody, and it just has to come out of. It just comes. There you
yeah.
are.
It just comes naturally. Yeah,
Wow.
beautiful. Well, thank you so much, BC Nolan. I look forward to seeing you this weekend and your wife as well. It'll be such a pleasure to have all the artists there from Teri Sodd, you, and James Tsoodle. So,
Yep.
all right, guys. Well, thanks for watching on Rhythm and Rose. And thank you for coming on, BC Nolan. We will catch you guys this weekend.